Hey guys, it's Lee Rose. Obviously, y'all know that. I need a better opening. You know what we haven't done in a while? Is a cosplay chat. So, let's cosplay. We'll talk about shit. Right now, I'm working on wefting 2 wigs together to make a better Rapunzel. I had ordered one off of eBay, but of course they used a stock photo. Which, granted, I thought that this one wasn't a stock photo, but they had just doctored it up enough. No. I did the whole return song and dance with them, reported them to eBay for using a stock photo because I'm not having this shit anymore. And they didn't want to give me a refund, so they were offering me $10 instead of the 35 that I paid for it. It's this whole to-do. I'm really grump about it, but you know what? It's fine because I'm using that one and ripping the shit out of it. Which this is a little bit more wig sorcery than I've ever done before. So if I fuck it all up, well, I mean, I'm kind of expecting to, but you know what? That's fine. But the base wig that I'm using, I actually got from somebody off of the secondhand Disney costume group on the Face Space. So hopefully this will be a successful experiment and will level me up in wig styling / wefting a little bit. Styling is going to be a whole different ball game because Punzi is one complicated mother effer. So if you can see what I'm doing, sorry, the light from the window right there is a little crazy. So I'm just seam ripping out the lace parts, not the elastic parts. I'm keeping the strips of hair together, but it's weird because this cap, it's a spiral, which, I mean, makes sense, but it's just weird. This is all just a little bit weird to me. I should sew it together, but I'm gluing it because I just really wanted to make something, and I hear that people use hot glue to do this, and you know what? It's fine. I don't have 4,000 hours to do this. I honestly shouldn't even be doing it right now because I should be getting ready to move. Ugh. So this house sucks. I don't know if you guys have, I don't think I've actually said too much about the house situation. Now I got some hair. Anyway, this house is terrible. It's really cute. I don't know if you guys saw that house tour that I posted eons ago. I really do like this house on paper. Unfortunately for us, however, the listing was a little fudged and we had to move so quickly because of this whole job situation that we weren't actually able to see this in person, which, I mean, we've done that before, military and blah, 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 so it's not actually that big of a deal, but this wasn't a military situation, so it didn't work out so well. But yeah, house is beautiful, but there's electrical problems, there's gas problems, the furnace is actually not responding to the control pad, so it's freezing in here. I actually have my little space here, right here off camera, so that I can not, die. But then also, if you guys saw my Facebook video thing the other day, the little 5-second one, we lost 2 of our roommates. They were going to be getting transfers to a really senior base, so we thought that all of us were kind of going based off of the assumption that we would be where we were for at least a year, if not more. And then they decided, oh God, it's cold, I'm out of here. Put in a transfer for a much more junior base and got it 3 days later. We are down 2 roommates, which means we're down $700-800 in rent every month, so we have to get out of here real quick. The only weird thing about it is since the lease is still active until April technically, we're on the hook for rent until April or until we get new renters, whichever comes first. What is that noise? Hang on, I think Miko's getting into something. Oh, you're okay, baby girl. She's just playing with shit. Like I called it. So yeah, we're on the hook for rent for the foreseeable future, which is understandable but a bummer because when we talked to our landlord originally, he seemed to understand that we might have to GTFO real quick and not because we want to. So we thought that he was going to be more understanding when it came to breaking it, especially when we're giving him so much notice. We were saying the end of the year, and we told him about this like over a month ago. And he's just very not responsive anyway. I mean, I don't want to talk shit, but he's just not the greatest landlord. Nico, what are you doing? I think she's playing with like our disassembled table right now. Trying to find a place that will do a month-to-month lease, which would be great. If not, what the fuck ever. We just need out of this house into somewhere that we can actually, you know, consistently afford. Adulting sucks, man. Oh my god, I'm already at 8 minutes and I've got like one wefting done, or one weft. Grammar, how to say these words. Honestly, I think this is gonna look pretty cool because already looking at the top of the wig, hang on, let me press down this weft a little bit more. Like, I'm really liking that color blend that's going on. Also, I can't find my freaking alligator clips anywhere, like the hair alligator clips, not like the construction kind. So this is turning into a situation, which is kind of hilarious. What else? Tea break. Oh my god, Star Wars. No spoilers, you say it in the comments, I will end you, but Star Wars. I want to use Force Skype. Force Skype is cool. I saw this really hilarious video the other day that was just like, it was all Star Wars spoilers, but it was completely out of context and from other things. So like, there was a picture of a guy wearing like a cardboard box, so he was like, it was really freaking funny. Y'all need to see it if you haven't already. I think I might be at the end of this Wef's life, maybe. Yeah, because we're starting to get into bang territory, unless there's a little bit I can salvage from this. Oh, that's 2. Shit. No, let's just see. Let's just see. I am so just fucking winging this, guys. I don't really understand what I'm doing, but that's the thing that I absolutely love about what I do is I have a really good technical understanding of things. Just because I haven't done it myself doesn't mean I don't understand it. So like, I see exactly what I need to do and exactly how I have to do it, but both money and time constraints make it a little bit more difficult. Uh-oh. Miko sees little blonde hairs, long blonde hairs, so she's having a fun time. She's been all up in my business lately. I think she likes it when I talk too, so making these videos is kind of, I think it's good for her. Because she hears me say words. Okay, that's way more than enough. We are fine. Fine. And that's probably the end of that weft for realsies, so not too shabby. Man, I'm so bummed. So I helped my friend Jen, who makes amazing t-shirts. I'm actually wearing one underneath this jacket. I'll show you after I'm not quite as covered in fucking hair everywhere. She makes amazing shirts, and she was a vendor at Con Alt Elite in Chicago this past weekend. Yeah, this past weekend. I can count days. But I was so bummed because, I mean, like, it was really nice and I like hanging out with her, and we actually went to see Star Wars after we set up at the con, so I mean, it was a good time all around. However, I miss conventions so much, dude. Like, being as extroverted as I am, I didn't really understand like how cathartic and how happy being at conventions makes me. So like, just being in that environment, even for like the tiniest amount of time, I was like, I already feel better, but now I feel worse because I didn't get to stay for actual convention time. It was literally just set up. So I have got to make a point of arranging my schedule however I need to, whether it's putting money down to drop trips or whatever, just so I can go and do these things that I like, that make me happy, so I don't go Postal. And that's such a weird thing to actually think about. Not the going postal part, even though obviously that's true too. But just the fact of like being so extroverted in a community that is generally very introverted. It's not a bad thing. It's just a very interesting dichotomy. You know what I'm saying? So I love conventions. That's where I accidentally fucked up the hair earlier. Like, I am so the opposite of introverted. Like, I need to be around people. Like, I'll literally go to Starbucks and just sit there because I haven't seen people in like half a day. So I'm like, no, I need human contact, please. So we have a nice little teeny tiny wefting strip here. So yeah, just conventions are my happy place, damn it. Still trying to figure out exactly how I'm gonna do this hairline. I'm thinking I might do a weft like underneath this. See if I can show you under this nest. So under here, I might glue a weft and then have it so the hairline comes up and over. We'll see how it lays without it though first. And then, yeah, this is going so much faster than it was when I was sewing it. The very first weft that I did with fabric glue actually, because I figured it was permanent, it was flexible, like it just seemed like a good idea, and it worked really well. But drying time is not exactly the business when it comes to these, so not really, unless there was like super glue just for fabric. Is that a thing? Somebody should find out if it's a thing and tell me in the comments. Yeah, this is gonna be such a fucking disaster when I'm done, but I'm having fun. Like, I mean, like I was telling you guys before, working on Aloy, like just making things is great, and conventions are great, and just give me my happies. Oh, drop something. Oh, it's bobby pin. I make attractive noises. I can't really tell where. I mean, that clearly needs a little something something. But this is right here, so it doesn't. This is a really interesting, the weft is on this one is like asymmetrical kind of, so I can't quite place exactly where this needs to go. Sorry, I know you can't really see all that well. I'm just literally parting just along the wefts, trying to see if I can glue down a weft in a perfect U shape, or if like right there, I'm gonna have some wonkiness that I need to work around. But you know, we do wonky, we're fine. Wonky is fine. Okay, so looking at this, it's more that asymmetrical. That's fine, just a little complicating. Yeah, if I had these hair clips, my life would be so much easier, but they gone. Who knows? Miko ate them. She does that to everything. Where you at, baby? Thought I heard her squeak. She heard me say her name. She goes, meh. But yeah, I mean, the whole like con extroversion blah 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 thing gets me started too on like, I am really appreciative that you guys were still around. Like, I know that I haven't been putting out that much content because again, this new job is just absolutely mental. I haven't been to a convention in like the better part of a year, which drastically needs to change, both like for my personal brand here and also for my own mental health, you know? Like, it's really cool that I'm able to do something that's so beneficial for me personally, and also like, I mean, it's just this, it's a whole thing, you know? Insert 30-minute sappy moment here about how freaking cool you are. But it's a huge bummer that I don't have like anyone to take pictures for me, and I don't have that community physically here with me, which is like fine because I'm still enjoying what I'm doing, but it's also just very tedious because it's like, okay, well, what do I do? I'm by myself. It's more difficult this way. Oh, that's the short one. I don't want that one. And these ones are mostly, I don't know, waste any of this hair, you know? That sounds so weird, waste hair. So let me see what I can get off of her. But yeah, so I mean, like, I still have my Patreon, which I feel kind of silly about, just because I don't actually put out enough, which honestly I'm probably going to release this video as Patreon first for at least a while, just so we can try to have a little bit of a conversation about, like, hey, do you honestly, like, I appreciate your support, but I don't want you feeling like you have to support me when obviously I'm not able to put out consistent enough content to make it worthwhile in a materialistic sense, you know? Like, most of the people on there, like, are people that I actually have met in person, are awesome. Actually, I think I know all of them personally. And I really appreciate the support, and I feel like that my friends are so great and supportive. You guys are so great and supportive that even if I don't put out consistent content, you're still supportive, like, and you still want to see me succeed whenever I have the chance to do what it is I like to do. But it's still like especially with all this stupid, like, Patreon drama going on, which granted they backtracked on, which good on them there. But it's just like this whole weird, I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm just rambly. It's just hard to figure out exactly what you need to do to not put any, like, super hard pressure on yourself when you don't need to, and, like, what I need to do to, like, not take advantage of my friends. And it's just this really, it's a whole thing. A whole thing. What is even happening here? Okay, it gets short. Short. Oh. If I can just pull off this short stuff where the bangs are, we'll get to some usable hair. One thing I will give for this wig is it's very easy to comb through, which I cannot say the same for my older Punzi wig, which is why I needed to do this in the first place, and also because Ishan and I are wanting to do, like, a mermaid Rapunzel thing, and obviously that's not really feasible with a styled wig that I use for parties. So depending on whichever one turns out better, like my old one or this one, the worse of the two, I guess you could say, is going to get sacrificed to Triton. And by that I mean photo shoot underwater. So that's going to be really cool. Note to self, I'm going to buy the Aurora Borealis tailskin from Suntails next time they have a sale, because that is the perfect Punzi mermaid tail. Yep. Oh, am I back to length yet? I feel like it's a fucking tribble going on over here. Here, I'm at least gonna cut some of this off because I don't need it. And because it's trash, what am I at? 20 minutes, what the fuck? Okay, well, let me ramble a little bit more about, like, Patreon and help and donations and blah 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 blah. Okay, so one thing that I found, and I really, really like the concept of, at least, I made an account on this thing called Ko-fi. It's like Ko/fi. Yeah, that's it. And it seems really cool. Basically, it's a, hey, you support me, then buy me a coffee. Get it? So with that one, it's not tiered. It's not, like, there's a separate feed for anyone who's bought you a coffee, but it's not a monthly pledge. It seems a lot lower pressure, and I think I very much like this idea with my schedule being how it is, like, and with my content being put out the way it is, not being put out enough. So I made an account there. I'm not going to get rid of Patreon because, I mean, I'm very transparent with you guys. And if you still feel like you would like to support me in that way, that's super, super freaking cool of you. But I feel like coffee is something that is a little bit more sustainable. And it's called coffee, so that's kind of cool. Hashtag sponsor me, damn it. So yeah, I mean, this has been the struggle of mine for like months at this point. What is going on with this? Do you see this rat's nest right here? It's like 14, and by 14 I mean like 3 wefts, just like one on top of the other. So that's not the cutest situation I've ever seen. But yeah, so I mean, like, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so I'm super transparent with all of you, and no matter how you do or don't financially support me, that's totally okay, and I love you to death anyway. Like, I'm obviously not doing this for the money, because I don't make money. I lose money on this all the time, like, because it's a fucking hobby, you know? And I would still do it even if I made $0 on it my entire life. It's just, if I can make money off of it, that's really cool, and I would like to be able to take advantage of that. While I can, if I can, no pressure. But, I mean, I'm not going to hold myself to this crazy standard of putting out a lot of content when it's such a struggle that I know if I tried, I would be essentially setting myself up for failure. And I don't mean that in like a negative way. I mean that in a like pragmatic kind of way, just because where I am, I know nobody, I'm working so much that I don't have time to actually consistently make stuff like this, and Aloy have taken me months. And it's just little stuff like that. So, I mean, you know, I feel like I'm just starting to get redundant, so that's a thing. Oh my god. Okay, this video is going to be a half hour, way too quick. So, I mean, you guys understand what I'm doing. You can see, even though the camera's not exactly oriented the best way. I'll probably end up with the time and the stuff on the brain to make another cosplay chat video just while doing this wig, because clearly this is the time-consuming part. Granted, I am on the skin top, or like right about to get on that skin top, so I don't think it's going to be an issue for that much longer, because fuck this. Anyway. Alright, I love you guys. You're fucking awesome. Take care of yourself. If I don't talk to you again before Christmas or whatever it is that you celebrate this time o' year, I hope it's an awesome one. Stay warm. Look out for the crazy drivers who don't understand what black ice is. I will be home as soon as I possibly can, because holy shit, I need my island and my people and my water. So, yeah. 26 minutes. I need to shut the fuck up. Oh, wait, before I go, I need to show you the shirt that Jen makes. I don't have like a shop link for her or anything like that, but look at how fucking cool this is. Mercy's Minute Clinic. It's me. Is it weird to wear yourself on a shirt? I don't know. That's why I can't wear any shirts with like Danny's face on it, because it's too much. This is almost too much, you know? Actually, I feel better since the space heater is here. Okay, I'm going for real now. I love you. Bye.